Hey guys, so I just watched Halloween Resurrection, and man, this was a rough one. I mean, I knew it couldn't get worse than H2O, and H2O is definitely, in my opinion, worse than this one. However, with Halloween Resurrection, this might be, in my opinion, the next worst one. So there were a couple of elements I did like. For starters, I thought the opening was actually interesting to me, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of fans that didn't like the fact that Laurie Strode was killed in the opening. But for me, I didn't necessarily, before going into the rest of the movie, think that this was going to be a detriment to the film. There are rare instances where the main character in a franchise dying can support the franchise. So, I mean, this is a sloppy example, but look at Marvel. I mean, with Iron Man gone, Marvel's had some pretty crap projects, but they've also had some good ones too. So there are some positives. You can look at Planet of the Apes, the original movies, and the newer trilogy. The original movies, you have your main characters die after the second movie. You have your last remaining favorite characters die at the end of movie three. Four and five, there are no characters in movie four and five that were in the first three. So you also look at the newer Planet of the Apes trilogy when they made Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, the fourth one. It's a brand new set of characters. It's the same universe and the same concept and the same backstory and lore and all of that, but it's just brand new characters. So the movie continued without its main character, and the movie just did just fine. So there are instances where the main character dying isn't necessarily the worst thing for the franchise. If you look at Halloween, I mean, Resurrection, it could have been a fresh start where you can get some really interesting characters that survive and have a lot of lore and backstory to them that they can use to carry out their character development in this movie and maybe more after that. And so I felt like this was a really good opportunity they could have used to set up, you would say, the next generation of characters. I think Resurrection could have been what Scream 5 was doing with trying to have new characters with the original still having a part in it. So this just wasn't that. I mean, it skipped over to brand new set of characters, obviously, and it just went downhill because I found a majority of it just boring. I mean, the storyline. Here's the thing. So what I really enjoyed at first is the characters are sending these group of teenagers, college students, whatever, into Michael Myers' original house, where they're gonna have cameras on them and they can film what's going on in this house. So I thought the concept at first was interesting in terms of you have standard filming where you have a camera crew behind the characters or in front watching them do what they do. But then you also have the camera on the people having their point of view, almost like found footage style. So there were found footage scenes and there were regular film scenes. So I thought the blend was an interesting take. I really would have liked to see that style used more in the movie, the back and forth. The only thing is, with the found footage style, all the things that were happening was fake screams, people psyching each other out, or it was just all fake outs, where something might happen here and then it's just something normal. So it was almost like a letdown every time. So we do have Michael Myers return to this house, and people are in his home, so now he's gonna kill them, and it's pretty much standard routine for him. You have a bunch of characters that you haven't developed at all, and he's killing them off one by one. Where the main surviving two characters are the only ones that got just a little bit of context to their story. And in the end, there's a big showdown where you thought Michael Myers died, but now he's back. You thought one of the surviving characters had died at first, but then they're back. And so, it's just this movie I felt like had a lot of fake outs where there wasn't so much fake outs in some of the previous ones. So that part was disappointing. Um, so that was just kind of. I wish they would have utilized the characters more to build some suspense because there was none for me, just because they didn't really try to get us to connect with these characters other than one or two of them. And so the only other thing that I did find a little interesting is because of all the camera setup, the guy that was trying to get these characters, hooked on this thing going there in the first place, he's able to message the girl where he's using the cameras because everything's being live streamed saying Michael Myers is here. Michael Myers is there. He's in the house. He's out the window. So using the camera tricks to sort of help out the main surviving characters. I thought that bit was interesting. It unfortunately only lasted, it felt like 5 minutes. Maybe it was longer than that, but it's what it felt like to me. So, like I said, there were some strategies of filmmaking used in this movie that I really did like. I just felt like those styles were underutilized. If they had gone and done that more, this could have been a really, really interesting film. So as it stands, this is kind of, as far as I'm aware, the last one in this running franchise timeline. The next movies are Rob Zombie's Halloween 1 and 2, which I'm going to watch next, just because of they're the ones that are next theatrically, I believe. And so I've heard those have nothing to do with these. And then obviously the new trilogy, the way it's been explained to me, is the one from, I believe, 2018. Kind of takes place after the original Halloween, but ignores the rest of the sequels. So, you know, for Halloween Resurrection being the last of this timeline, I guess it's the only way to put it, this kind of was a disappointing finale. Like I said, there really was a lot of potential here. It just didn't work out that way. But all said and done, as it stands, I mean, this is a really nice set with, they all have, you know, this box that it comes in, but they all have their individual box as well. So I really like it. I mean, as a completionist, I have enjoyed watching this franchise in its majority. And so I, you know, like the first 3, 4, and 5, there was stuff I liked. 6, there's stuff I liked. It's just H2O and the Resurrection I struggled with. So, I don't know. I'm hoping the next movies in this franchise are a little bit better. I personally just haven't heard a lot about Rob Zombie's Halloween, so I'm excited to see what they're all about. But we'll see, guys. So far, I have now finished this set, I guess. So that was something. So, you know, thanks for watching my review, guys. Please let me know in the comments if there were other positives in Halloween and Resurrection that I didn't mention. Maybe I need to go back and rewatch some of it to kind of get a different frame of mind, I guess. But let me know. Thanks for watching my review. Keep it digging.